And here you have it. We are at the final day of this game. Oh no, it's really sad. I think it is the final day, but either way, this has been a very, very great adventure. I have enjoyed all of it. I've had so much fun playing it because, as I've said in either previous videos or the last one, this is probably my favorite game because I could genuinely play this all day, probably checking Twitter and Discord, but still. Of course, it probably would be better in intermediate, like, intervals, like, every once in a while taking a break. But you get what I mean. But yeah, I've enjoyed playing this ever since my channel got bigger, I guess, and more views. It's been really nice to see this series get, like, at least 20 views. Or, yeah, at least 20 views on every video, except for, like, a couple. Because it's just my favorite game. I genuinely enjoy playing it. It's very gorgeous, like beautiful. Like, look over here. I didn't even realize this. Like, that definitely looks kind of painted, but you can see the 3D-ness of it. Like, it's just so good of a game. Like, it just does so much for me. It's calming, but also action-y. I think that is why I like it, because of the calmness slash, like, the moments of dread. You have the calmer days that could be worrying, but, you know, it's just really, like, I don't know what to say. Like, it's just so great of a game. Another thing with this is, to end this, I kind of want to say my own, not like I want to have my own backstory for them about what happened. Of course, they're definitely, you know, the whole gang of Mashumiresh from Show by Rock Mashumiresh, but, you know, it's a lot of, it's just really, like, I want to make some kind of story to it, to where if I did ever want to pursue writing, I could do it. So, I think I shall start with Delmine. Delmine's backstory is originally as a psychologist, solve other people's problems. I think that does make sense because Delmine is strong-willed like she is in the anime. Because, like, in the anime, she doesn't really, like, she's just kind of cold, not cold-hearted, but, like, she doesn't show too much emotion, but she is caring of others, definitely, especially Ruyo. But I think the backstory for Delmine is that working as a psychologist in the city, having to deal with all that, and then when the bombs fell and having to deal with this not civil war, but I think it is, so this rebellion, it's really taken a toll, but at the same time she can get through most of it, and then finding the others here really helped, such as Ruyo, familiar with guns. I do not know the backstory of Ruyo here. But I think Ruyo was probably like a wife to a soldier, or wife to some kind of guy, and didn't really like that guy. I'm just doing this for lesbian purpose. You know, just kind of didn't really see eye to eye, and then he had to go off to war, so he was alone, and so when all this stuff happened, she had to flee because of her house blowing up or it being dangerous, and then found all of these beings, but first finding Delmine, to where they could really connect and they felt a strong relationship. That's my opinion of what went on. Then you have Himiko. I believe that Himiko, she had to, a holiday siege, interesting on the internet. She worked with electronics, she tried to be independent by herself, In the anime, she was definitely independent, but she was also sad because she wanted, like, she'd been betrayed, been lied to in the past, and she really wanted to feel a connection with beings, but she also couldn't really. So yeah, and then when this all happened, you know, had to flee home, all that stuff, kicked out of house and home, had to find all these beings here, and this is where she could finally open up and talk to other beings. And then of course you have Hoan, and Hoan, key eye for detail. Even though she may be blissfully ignorant at times, she can still find the good and emotion in things and find care for other beings. And I believe that Hoan maybe worked in a nursing home or worked in customer service to some degree, and then ended up here having to, you know, like the rest of them, same thing affected them, house or home, kicked out, head to war. But yeah, that's what I believe happened for Hoan, and she got here and was able to make the positivity for every being here. And day 35 we have reached. I thought this was the end. Please, yes, okay. And that will end the series. The war is over. You've survived, and now we're gonna go with the stories that what happened afterwards. Also, we're gonna see what happened with us. So, in day 2, we helped a man get medication for his father. On day 3, Delmine saved a girl from a drunken soldier. That was definitely an impactful thing that happened. Day 8, our friendly neighbors came back to ask us for help for reinforcing their shelter, and we happily helped. Day 22, rebel soldiers asked us if our neighbor had stolen supplies. We confirmed that he did, but we made it headcanon that he escaped, and we told him all about that, and he ran away. Day 27, we stayed with a neighbor, and the long-awaited ceasefire finally came into force, eventually putting an end to the fighting in Pagoran. Those who managed to survive the war in Groznia would never forget it. And now we have our stories. Himiko, when the siege lifted, Himiko quickly took the opportunity to go home. The memories of what transpired in Pagoran will forever change her, and I believe what happened with her is that even though all that happened, she was still able to live a good life. Ruyo survived after a long search, managed to find her beloved, who was scared by the fire and came with gloomy withdrawal. She stayed with him, although things were never the same again. And I think that's kind of where being with others kind of may feel detached. Then Hoan, after the war, Hoan managed to find the model for whom she came to Pagoran. They realized that they had more in common than they initially thought. Together they left Groznia to have a better future. I want to say that is a realization that Himiko was the model. We're going to go with that, okay? And finally, Delmine. After the war, Delmine had confidence that the decision to stay was the right one. Her expertise and invaluable helping numerous victims of this horrible conflict. She also decided that it was time to change one aspect of her life. Watching the family struggling to survive in Raj Pagoran, she realized the importance of having loved ones to give a purpose to life. She would start a family, and I want to say that she ended up starting a family with Ruyo after Ruyo left the guy that she was with. And with that, I believe we will end the video. Thank you, all of you, so much for watching. I'm sorry if the last few videos here weren't that interesting and were short, but I think it was a good end for my terms, even if it doesn't get a lot of views or anything. Just doing it how I did satisfied me. But yeah, that'll end it here. Hopefully you enjoyed. Things will kick back into normal, starting January with a new set of games such as Cyberpunk 2077 if it comes out, and Watch Dogs Legion, all those games are AAA and all that stuff. But either way, hopefully you enjoyed this series. I know I did. It's been really fun. Thank you, all of you, so much for watching, if you did. And I hope to see you in the next one. GooBy, yeah.